William Gardner, and this is going to be my first attempt at doing an overlay video on a huddle video of a CU recruit. And today I'm going to be taking a look at Chauncey Gooden, the 6'4", 320-pound, 4-star rated offensive guard and center from Nashville, Tennessee, who is a 2025 signee for the Buffs. And we're going to be looking at his senior highlights, which he recently posted, and I'm going to point out some of the things that really stand out to me on this video. Hopefully, if I get this done right, I'm going to be down in the corner, and you'll be watching his video and just listening to me and not looking at my ugly mug too much. As they do highlight Gooden on most of these plays with a circle or something like that, but if you lose him, he's the right guard for the most part, and he's wearing number 55 and is significantly wider than most of the other kids out there. So as we go through this video, I'm going to talk about some things that really stand out to me, and the first of those is just how physical this kid is. Lots of big kids can't seem to translate that size into nasty play, but not this young man. He's as nasty and physical as I've seen in a high school kid in a long time. And one thing you'll see throughout this video is bodies flying after Gooden makes contact with him. So the second thing that stands out to me is his agility, or his ability to move in different directions and change directions and go to both sides, and that's such a key component at this level. I think everybody thinks it's just size and strength, but really what makes an offensive lineman stand out at our level is athleticism, and I think Gooden's as big as our starting guards already, and maybe has more athleticism than any of them. So if you like physical offensive line play, and I know I do, I think you're going to love this kid. So let's move into the plays here. The first couple of plays on this video are him playing fullback, which doesn't help us really with his offensive line play, but does show his agility and athleticism and his love of contact as he plows over a couple people on these lines. And I think they're fun, or these plays, and I think they're fun to watch. So the third play is the first as an offensive lineman, and it shows Gooden pulling to his left, and I love everything about this, and frankly shows what should happen at the end of a pull by a lineman at our level, where he puts this kid on his back and lays on top of him. But what I like is his footwork, and I like that he can change directions and get up to full speed without standing straight up, and he shows his love of contact and is very physical. So there's a play I like at the 106 mark where he starts out in a combo but immediately moves to the linebacker and just drives that kid about 15 yards and puts him on his back. And this to me shows he's got vision and agility and that nastiness that I love to see in an offensive lineman. And he goes to the whistle on every single play. There are a couple plays here, if you look for him from behind his offense, where you can see his stance. And he's got a really nice stance, wide feet, flat back, and his first steps are good. Maintains good pad level throughout and doesn't stand up, which a lot of the taller kids tend to do. He also has really nice footwork in both the pass and the run blocking, and really uses his hands well in both. And I think he's been pretty well coached in high school. There's a play at the 205 mark where he's playing center, which I like, and he shows he can snap and move at the same time, which may sound like a small thing, but it's actually what keeps most guys from playing center, because if you can't snap and step at the same time, you're going to be a half a beat behind, and at our level, that'll get you beat every single time. So here he does a great job, just obliterates the nose guard on this play, sends him tumbling with his initial punch, and again, I just love his physicality. Another one of my favorite plays is at the 227 mark. It's a run play, and if you watch it slowed down a little bit, I love his footwork. I love his pad level. I love his tenacity, and he just beats this poor guy relentlessly. I mean, I think the guy just keeps bouncing off of people, and Gooden just keeps going after him. And I think this again shows that he plays right to the whistle, and I just love this play, with apologies to the other kid's mom, because it's damn near child abuse. But at the 234 mark is a play that I would call the perfect illustration of how to punch in pass protection, because Gooden just sends his guy tumbling with his initial punch here. He's got the timing down, he's got the distance down, he's got the violence down. And I know some people think pass protection is more passive, but that's just not correct. It should look like this every single time. I just really love everything I see from this kid on this video. He's quick off the ball, he's athletic, he's agile, he's super aggressive, very physical, and translates his 6'4", 320-pound frame into exactly the kind of violent play that you need to see inside. People wonder what a 4-star kid should look like in his high school video, and really this is it. It should be so clearly dominant that even a person with no O-line experience can see it, and everybody should be able to see it in this one. Gooden's everything you want in a 4-star offensive lineman. He's big and well coached and talented enough, and I think he'll play early for us, and he can play all 3 inside spots. To me, he reminds me of former Buff great Andre Giroud, who played 10 years for the Cowboys. And I think Chauncey Gooden will bully people as an offensive guard or center for CU, and it won't take long for him to start doing it. So hopefully you enjoyed this a little bit, watched Chauncey Gooden on video. Give me a like on this, pass this on to other people, and give me a break, because it's my first time trying to do this. Thanks.